All right, so me and Christina here. Same glass, sit by each other, all that kind of thing. Um, yeah, I think that's working.
I think so too.
All right, we're good.
We just got insomnia cookies.
Yeah, we're hyper. So no, but we're here and talk about my topic, which is what are or how to get children or teenagers of like the 11th, 12th grade, upper high school age interested in literature and like to understand its benefits and everything like that. So, Christina, from high school and everything, your experiences, what do you see as the tangible benefits, I guess, from literature? What did you like, not like about it, in high school and everything? Just give me a lowdown of your history.
Well, the thing is that in high school I took both AP Lit and AP Lang because I love literature, and it was a great experience, and I really enjoyed it. I felt like the books that were in our curriculum were very just like made me very culturally aware of like all these different time periods and places, and just like really brought you back into that era. And like you're not only at that point getting a language like language arts or lit lesson, you're also getting a history lesson, and it's really a good thing.
So what, like, what would be your favorite thing that y'all read, I guess,
I
if you
really
can think of
liked
one?
The Sun Also Rises.
Sun Also Rises,
Mm-hmm.
Hemingway.
Yeah,
All right, I
that's a
actually
good one.
never read that.
You should read it.
I should.
It's a good one.
So, um, if like you had, I guess, one thing that like from the what you know about my topic, of course. I mean, we've
Mm-hmm.
discussed it in class and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What would be one thing if you could pick out from my topic that you would like to know about it, I guess?
I would really like to know how we could get it to a point where like the students would have more of a say in what the books that they were getting to read, because I think a lot of times, at least like I'd like start a book and like be either really really into it or just really like this is a dud, like, and then I'd end up on Spark Notes and just kind of like deedling my way through and not really taking like the lessons seriously and just trying to like go through. So I just think that I don't know. I just think that it's really cool.
Close the door so we don't get interrupted.
Should we just stop?
No, we're good.
Okay.
It's fine. Okay. So, like if there was, a way that I could go about that thing, like in my, because my final product I'm trying to do with my project is a like lesson plan.
Yes.
I've looked at Google Forms and stuff like that. Do you think
That's
like that'd
really
be
smart.
like a voting idea?
Oh yeah.
All right. And the other thing in my last blog post was about like you introduce each book and you kind of like whatever a kid like the students rank them,
Mm-hmm.
and then you kind of split them up into groups, and then after that you do a I forget what the kind of discussion's called, but like
Like a Socratic seminar kind of deal.
kind of like a Socratic seminar, but what they do is one group of students who reads like each book, they like discuss it in front of the other students, so the other students kind of get a sense of each one, so they get kind of experience
Like
without
a little bit of a summary of every single book.
Yeah.
Without reading them all.
Yeah.
No, I agree, because like what interests me in literature might not interest someone else, and so I think that's really really an awesome thing, because like we were talking about, like you see a book, not really into it, kind of like go through it, and I think it'd be a lot better to get kind of like a Spark Note summary from another person in your class rather than online, and it's just not as enriching to the classroom.
So let's see. What
are other good questions for this?
what questions would you have for me, I guess, if you have any?
Well, why are you so passionate about this?
Why am I passionate? Well, I would say, I mean, the reason I decided to major in this is I, enjoyed my schooling, 14 years at the same school.
Oh, yeah?
So I guess enjoying that, it really led me to look back and see, like, the teachers and coaches that I, like, interacted with and everything, they really made an impact on my life. And I came in as a business major thinking, I want to make a lot of money and travel and,
Mm-hmm.
be the big bad CEO that you see on Mad Men, Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah, good show. So I
Recommend
guess,
it.
yeah, really recommend it. So I guess I kind of wanted to be like that, but then I thought, that's not really in my idea fulfilling.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'll be making not close to as much money as possibly could coming out of the business school here, I figured I looked back and thought literature really has a lot to teach you and good discussions and everything. And it was mainly from my 11th grade English teacher, Mr. Huff, who really kind of inspired me. He was fresh out of college and
Yeah.
really showed me everything that I loved. And as soon as I decided I wanted to change, I emailed him, and he actually gave me a lot of encouragement.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you think his teaching style plays a role in this project?
Yeah, it really does. Actually, he really showed some good ways, of how to get us interested. He made he assigned us or let us each gave us a packet of 20 short stories. There were,
Yeah.
I remember this one project. There was 20 short stories in a packet, and he let us sign up and gave us a quick synopsis of each one of them, kind of like what my idea, I guess.
Yeah.
And he got us to sign up, which one we liked, and a presentation date and everything. And we kind of led our own, because you're saying a Socratic seminar, so we got to lead our own Socratic seminar based off of our own short story. So we're kind of learning and teaching at the same time.
Oh, I love that, yeah.
Yeah, and, it was on what we wanted. I mean, yeah, it was out of, choice of 20 things that he gave us. But, I mean, 1 out of 20, you can find something that you really like and you can actually enjoy and appreciate.
Yeah, I think variety is really key in this next step of, the education, movement. I'd like to see that just so, there's so much, literature out there. And, what's the book? Great Expectations. I did not read that book. I feel like a lot of other people read that book. I might have liked that book.
Did not in high school. It's on my list, though, because it's, I think, ranked as one of the top 100 novels.
What's the best book you read in high school?
Assigned or that I read by myself?
Assigned.
Oh, gosh.
Because you didn't read The Sun Also Rises.
I did not read The Sun Also Rises. Let's see. Actually, The Old Man and the Sea, another Ernest Hemingway book, was really good. And, yeah, I really liked that one. It's really short. And actually, I used to complain about the book that we read in high school. It was Ethan Frome. And actually, in my literature class this semester, we read it. And going back and, finally when I'm more appreciative and understanding and being able to read, closer into things, it's really taught me a lot.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, so I appreciated that, I guess. And then, of course, the classic of The Scarlet Letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked that. So, it was a little hard to read because the language and everything like that.
But, I bet. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, but of course, even somebody that appreciates, this subject so much, there were books that I also did not like. And, a lot of, I guess what really kind of sparked my interest in this, trying to gain interest.
Yeah.
In, was even my classmates, at a private school, thinking, these kids are all going to be, at least entertained with learning. I mean, or hopefully they'll, a lot of kids, I'm sparring noting it. I don't care,
Yes.
Did you read all that kind of thing? So I guess even finding apathy in, a higher, college preps, private school kind of made me think, look at. I mean, I've never been to a public school. If you look at, public schools, not Pope and all these good private public schools, yeah. But the lesser public schools, I guess the disadvantaged ones. I mean, those kids could care less. So I mean, if you could find some way to cater towards everybody, I think it could really be helpful and show tangible, show them the tangible benefits that can help them in life, not just.
Yeah. What do you think you would do? And at least from my experience in some of my lit classes, you were saying the Scarlet Letter was kind of hard for you to translate in certain ways.
Yeah.
And I felt Shakespeare, other certain writers, I had a difficulty in being able to translate. And what would you recommend as a teacher how to combat that better? Because I don't know.
I mean, yeah, of course you're gonna think teacher-led discussion and all that stuff. But I mean, this sounds terrible, but a lot of my high school teachers were against it. But I also think looking from I guess a teacher-ish point of view and a student point of view, if you read and then look at Spark Notes to get the main points, and if you don't understand something, it's a good supplemental thing, not completely informative, but it's a good supplemental tool in my opinion.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I definitely agree with you. Well, are there any other things you'd like to say about your topic?
No? Any questions for me?
I think you've explained it all pretty clearly. So it's a good job.
High fives.
Woo.
Yeehaw.
Thank you.